Alrighty. That's the second week in a row. I don't know why it does that for. And then I have to change the link and everything. Let's see here. And okay. Well, wasn't that fun? Now we got to do it all over again. Hey, George, how you doing, buddy? I don't know why it does that for. It did that last week, and I just am not sure why it's doing it. But then when I re-log in, then, it's fine. Thank you, Alita. And Adam and Kevin. It, I don't know why it does that. We got 19 people here and 9 likes. And Duke and Otto, like 2 times tonight. And Adam and another Adam. Well, one Adam is Air Sucker's Garage, and then the other Adam is Adam's Rescues. Yeah, if you can, please hit the like button, folks. I'm blaming the government. It wouldn't surprise me at this point. They're out to get me. Okay, everything looks set up good now. Got 13 likes out of 24. We're getting there. When you want to hit the like when you're in here, you just hit that little X and then hit the like and then click back on the chat. It helps the algorithm a lot, in all honesty. Well, at least that's what I'm told anyhow. And Greg and Mad Moose is angry. I got home and we had to do some running tonight. It's always lovely going in Walmart. It's like a society breakdown when you walk around there. But tried to hurry up and get home to get it set up. Oh, she'll be back, Alita. She just ran out to do a couple things. She'll be back in 1 second. And Neil, got 27 people, 26 likes. And dog, Keith, you were in, there's a little kitty cat. Keith, you were in Heather's pumpkin video today. I don't know if you caught it. Did you put it up today or yesterday?
Yep,
today.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was in her latest video. And just took me a minute to find the like button. Thanks, George. Something glitchy. I didn't receive notification for first stream, but immediately received it for this one.
Hi.
Yeah, I don't know, Otto. Last week, and hey, it's free. I can't complain, I guess. Hey, Clinton, welcome back. Yeah, I try not to complain. But last week it did the same thing. I logged in, everybody, we were all, hey, boom. So I don't know. Maybe from now on I ought to get it rolling and kill it out and just redo it, Hey, William, how you doing, brother? Nice. And you got the seats done too. Here's the newest edition. Little rag doll with her blue eyes. That's George.
Hi.
General So's. Oh, and Dave, how are you?
That was good.
And Darren made it back in. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. It'll just freeze up and boom, and that's it. I got to start all over again. But then I've got to run to the Facebook pages real quick and change the link because it would be the old one and it's a dead stick, But the cold's setting in already. Hey, Daryl, how are you? Got the brakes figured out there, sucking in air to assist the master. They include fittings, the Titan read. But hey, you know what, Daryl? I think somebody said that on one of them posts. I think they did say something about the fittings, and there seems to be a lot of problems lately with them fitting sealing. I never use tough tape on them though, so but at least it's working good. That was some air in the system. She's a little antsy. She got to go to the vet tomorrow. That's just a breed ragdoll. She's a lynx ragdoll.
She's a lynx ragdoll. They're very lazy.
Yeah.
And they get bigger than normal cats.
Yeah, they do, actually. We were watching YouTube. Hey, Hankster, how are you? We were watching YouTube clips on them, more for me than Heather, because Heather knows about the cats, like the characteristics of, the breeds. But these are real affectionate. They love laying on you, and they're nice. How's the 68? Well, I started to get some momentum doing the body work, and I'll get back on it this week sometime. But I had to hit the pause button. I got to do a. This will explain. I got to do a video in a couple of days, and I got to do a box opening. So I got like 6 boxes here of stuff people sent. I'm going to open up and show it. And then I told everybody on the group today, the Facebook group, to please message me or post your pictures of you wearing your Slade shirts, whatever one you have, because I want to slip them in the video where I'm opening all the boxes of stuff people sent, and I'll also show the garage. I have a pitched roof, obviously, on my garage. It has a vent all the way across. Well, it's starting to get cold out, and when I turn the heat on, it goes right up and out of the roof. So Heather bought me a bunch of pink foam board, and I got to do all the way across. It's only 14 by 23, but it's still enough when you're going like that the whole time trying to put it up. But I had to go ahead and do the ceiling in the garage, and I'm not done yet. And it's getting cold fast. So it's going, yeah, Darren, it's in the 30s here in the mornings too. So, and then by 2 or 3, it makes it to the 60s. But I'm not freezing like I did last year. I got a 220 line in there with a nice heater to run the electric bill up, unfortunately. But I'm hoping to get a video out this week. I will get a box opening video. I'm going to try to do my deck lid and get that done this week, and in primer, a little bit of body work. So that's what's going on. And then I can boom, 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 get back on it quick, because she's complaining that it's taken long, but it is because of filming, I'll take a look. Side effects of radiation treatments have me sort of out of pocket, nausea, acid reflux, and just being tired. I'll hang there as much as I can. Keith, I understand, brother. I did. And I'm not pushing you to watch a video.
No.
You were so sweet that you mailed her those Volkswagen cookie cutters, that she did something unique with them with a pumpkin. So whenever you get time, I just want you to know you weren't forgotten. She thought of you right away and brought you up in the video. I can't imagine how you feel. I was going to text you over the weekend, but I'm trying not to bother you because I know that you've got to be tired, brother. Fritz Gertie Ferdy, what did we name it? We named her number 1. No, I'm just kidding. What did we name her?
Tabitha.
Oh, Tabitha. That's right. I forgot. Lazy. I didn't know.
Gertie Ferdy.
Adam Gray. Whoops, sorry. Airsucker's Garage. I'm just used to everybody's real names because we talk in real life. Lazy. I didn't know one of my daughters is a rag doll.
That was a good comeback.
Yeah, that was good. Like the wallpaper in the rear monitors. What?
I did that on my computer.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Up and there's Lily, of course. Oh my gosh. Well, I didn't catch it. Only me. That sounded Canadian laughing at you, calling 30-degree Fahrenheit cold. Yeah, I'm not good with the conversion rate, but I think that's a lot colder than 30 degrees because you have that Celsius. When I had my BMW, I had to deal with that when I bought a thermostat. I'm like, crap, what the heck is Celsius? I had to do a conversion on it. Nah, Darren, I don't like the cold weather either. I don't. I'm durable to a point. I mean, last year I was in the garage in the winter, and some people were like, hey, you're blowing smoke, in your videos, and Heather caught it and come right up the garage the next time and said, you've got to turn the heat on.
Yeah.
But the electric is so high cost right now over these last few years that it doubled our bill. So that's, and I'm not complaining, but I got to watch, expenditure, versus reality. But she got me all that foam board, insulate the ceiling, and that added up quick. Wow, that was like $200 gone.
Yeah.
But if I want to be in the garage and make videos, I got to have that done. So I'll get a video up this week, and then I can start rolling because the insulation will be done. Charles said, hello, everyone. I finally got to where I can send a message now. How do you know that, though? No, I'm just kidding. Awesome, Charles. I think you sent me a message on that. I could have sworn you did. Let me see here. And Keith said, no problem. And I also had a Rat Rock guy, if he interested in a remote brake booster. I'm going to do some homework adding a system to the car at some point. Now, that would be pretty cool. Make sure you keep us updated on that on the club, Daryl. And there is Jen.
Hi, Jen.
My pretty gal. Hey there, I couldn't get on here for a minute. My internet is being super slow, like a snail.
Ours has been off and on lately, too.
Yeah, ours has been glitchy. There's no doubt about that. She needs a German name.
No.
Okay,
She's Tabitha.
You like Tabitha, huh? I was thinking of something. Nah, I better not.
What?
But nothing. Some people get freaked out. Little White Party, my Nan Lucy, standard weed eater, twine, and beer. Hey, Dylan, you got to buy that toolbox. I seen what you were looking at with that Cornwell. I used to, never mind, I better not say that either. I used to write my check out to Cornwell for years when I was a mechanic, and he never caught it all them years. Instead of writing Cornwell and pay to order of, I wrote something else. It's a wonder the banks cashed it. Wife and I just got back from Hamburg, Florida, ran down Thursday night to deliver generator, fuel and groceries to our daughter and grandbaby. Oh, wow. Florida, I'm going to check on some friends as well. Yeah, they took a beating down there. I was talking to John from Volkswagen Planet. He was texting me rapidly, and his garage collapsed on his Beetle. But thankfully, him and his wife are okay. That's the main part. But, I know Florida's pretty in that, but man, I couldn't live down there. It's upsetting. And there's John there. I just didn't see his thing yet. Your heater boxes will be warming you up, though. Oh, yeah. I need to get a diesel heater in the garage. And good evening, everyone. Thank you for reaching out. We have lots of damage. We're all okay. Many are in worse shape. Please keep them in your prayers. Bless the gas, the electric, or internet.
Thanks.
Oh, man, John. I wished I was close enough to do something for you, my friend. And I did appreciate you keeping in touch with me, so I knew you were okay. And I was trying not to bug you, but I was concerned about you more than you think I was. Are you telling me all I needed to do to get rid of the smoke was turn off the heat? Did it get rid of the smell, too? I prefer the warm weather. Cold gets to my bones. Oh, yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, I like fall a little bit when we start to get that little bit of chill and the leaves turn. And then when it starts going down into the 20s, I'm like, ugh, it just is not fun. Thank goodness for remote start on your truck. So I got the seats mounted and drove about 40 miles so far. Also went to self-jar, got a good usable back seat and heat pieces for under the seat. Oh, nice. Good, Daryl. That's awesome. I got to get some things done in my seating area in the Beetle. I did the driver's side, and I got to do the passenger. It's funny, our dogs are both named Lily. Ours, I believe, is Roddy Mix. Yeah, I do remember that, Chris. And I know quite a few people with their dogs named Lily. That's weird. It must be a popular name. I don't even know where I got it from with ours. I was surprised you didn't put a diesel heater in the garage. William, I'm going to get a hold of Vever and see what they got for me. Because they'll sponsor me depending. They get weird sometimes. So if not, I'll just buy one. I think I need an 8K from what I read. Because I'll run the electric one, the diesel one, and once the garage warms up pretty quick, I'll shut the electric one down, and then let the diesel heater run. Where are you, VW Planet? I believe he is Tampa. I have a real nice wood heater that someone gave me. I want to put it in my shop as soon as possible. Oh, yeah. That if you can burn wood, you're miles ahead. Volkswagen Planet, glad y'all are okay. Wow, didn't realize you're up 25,006 subscribers. Remember, around 150. Awesome job, you two. Thank you, Internet. I appreciate that. It's climbing, and it's all about quality of people. As long as the videos help people, that's what matters the most. I've been having a blast now when somebody posts and says, hey, that video really helped me. That's the best, because when I work on stuff and have to get on the internet to fix our dryer or washer, and I do post that on people's videos. Thank you. I needed your video, Well, Putty, how are you, sir? And Vicky, if she is sitting there. And hey, Bob, okay. So I plan to get the Cornwell box soon. Wait for my weld shop promotion. I have to get trained on welding soon. Oh, Dylan, I hope that works out for you, bud. I did see that toolbox. It is nice. There's no doubt about that. And Gouda Duda. Gouda Duda. I'll say that. How are you? And I see you got a kitty. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. And there,
she has a bit of a cold, so I'm trying to get her into a vet. And
yeah, it's been hard.
It's everybody's 3 to 4 weeks out.
Yeah, they are, honestly.
But it's not that bad, so.
And there is Scott. Love the new kitten. Thanks, brother. He sat on the front porch with me for hours today.
I should have brought the kitten out to see him or brought him in to see the kitten. I didn't think of it.
Heather, by the way, remember I yelled? There was no answer when we were on the porch. She went in and took a nap. She had a real bad headache from her neck.
Yeah, so I'm sorry I missed you.
That's what happened there, brother. And Kentucky, hello. And Volkswagen Planet, thank you. You don't have to thank us, John. We're all worried about you. That's no joke. Eternally, how are you? Jim said audio is really bad. I didn't know that. Did it clear up yet? Or nobody said anything to me? No, it's grabbing the mic. Let me know if it got a little better. That's weird. I don't know why it's giving me so many problems tonight. And Volkswagen, you guys have sympathy and prayers. Look at Love Dog Baron. And Keith, you're still in my prayers. You know that loses side effects do suck, as I haven't had a lupus flare and I've been in bed all weekend. You keep fighting for us. We love you, brother. Oh, man. Wow. That's a shame, Alita. It honestly
I'm sorry
is.
to hear that.
I don't like to hear nobody suffering. That's awful. Awful. Stack 3 VW under hood gas heaters in the garage, and I'll heat that place like it's Arizona. Well, trust me, I need to be warm this winter. At least a little warm. If I can get it to about a steady 50 degrees, I'm happy. You know, because I throw a sweatshirt on and I'm moving around. So, and Rediscoveries, that's my buddy Evan. How are you? Thank you for stopping in. We have 52 people, but we only have 43 likes. So please hit the like button if you can. I appreciate it. Hope to see you next weekend. So that means Adam and Kevin are hooking up next weekend. You know, I'd like to think, and I don't know, I can't be 100% on this. You know that I believe Adam and Darren met through the Slade group, so to speak. I'd like to think this channel is bringing people together that didn't even realize you live an hour apart or what have you. It makes me fun and happy. I just get speechless sometimes with that. The cold isn't fun, but the wind really irks. Oh, yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Mm-hmm. I didn't mind when I was younger. I would go out in the cold all day long, worked as a mechanic with barely any heat. It ain't funny now at 60 years old, that's for sure. I saw you too. So I took a dryer and converted it to a garage heater. But the dryer on the side of the road, worth looking at. Oh, yeah, I actually, years ago, Clinton, I remember taking a dryer and I couldn't get the vent to go to the outside wall, long story. And I used one of them, your hose, it's an electric dryer though, not gas, for somebody gets a dumb idea. And it went into this screen type box and I used to heat the whole place up with it. So that was kind of cool. I might go with an 84-inch Platinum that my Cornwell guy had. Dylan, to be honest with you, I didn't know Cornwell. I didn't even know they were around anymore. But then again, I'm not a mechanic in a shop any longer, you know. I imagine they're probably a little cheaper than Snap-on. I mean, I think bars of gold is cheaper than buying a ratchet with Snap-on. We have 10 days to get our house. Closing is the 24th. Oh, you know what, Chris? I was wondering about you and Candy, how that went.
Yeah.
You know, I knew everything was working out because you told me, you know, in text what the deal was. But I'm glad that worked out for you. I really, really am. I know that's not fun, in all honesty. I'm fine. Thank you. I hope you're well. Appreciate your videos. Thank you very much for watching them. I hope they're helpful. I really mean that. And Heidi, I'm late to the party, feeding the goaties. Almost dark here. Hi, kitty. Make sure you get Vaughn fed, Heidi. Kind of static while you're talking. Yeah, that's an internal mic, so that has to be YouTube. But I don't want to go starting the chat all over again now. I don't know why it's doing that for, to tell you the truth. That's kind of weird because I don't know where the mic is to... Where do they put the mic on these? have an external mic to plug in, but I'm afraid if I do that, something dumb will happen. Heather, before it gets to your neck, you might your sinus says that's a great time. Take the anti-headache med and prevent the migraine.
It comes from my neck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it depends on how I slept the next day. I'm a mess.
Yeah, that's what she said this morning right away. She's like, she has problems with her neck, but it got worse with the way she slept. Audio just a bit cracky here and there. Sound good here. Sorry. Yeah, I should try my external mic next weekend. I have one of them, not the kind with the vloggers have a big one in their face, but it's a smaller one that sits on the desk. I should try that probably to see if it sounds better. Although usually I don't have a there, right there. That's not one that high, is it? Testing. Yeah, I got the volume all the way up. Huh. I don't know why it's doing that. Uncle Bond from Popularity Contest, a friend of mine, he told me to try to use my phone instead of this webcam, but it puts it in a vertical position. So I don't know if Heather and I would both fit in that spectrum, so to speak. But he said it works much better. So I will have to try that. Kevin, I'll see you next weekend. And oops, let me catch up here. Boom, boom, boom. I went too far. Sounds fine on my end. It's turned cold, Arkansas tomorrow. Got the headliner fish today. It was a bear to install, but looks good. It was my first. Good for you, Neil. They're a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I hate doing it.
I'm doing headliner repair on this car because it's really got a nice headliner for except a few small imperfections. I think it'll make a good video. Headliner repair. I'm going to bleach the headliner and re-dye it, and it should look nice, hopefully. I'm typing in my crane at work and keep hitting send by accident, so I will stop. Chris, you're bad egg. Just don't be like typing and boom. You hit the wrong button and the crane drops on somebody.
Oh, jeez.
That's Kitty is squirming German for sure. Slade, we did meet at Farmington. I commented on his Slade shirt, and the rest is history. I thought so, Adam. I really did. I was trying to remember because somebody had messaged me, and I feel bad now. It was like a week ago, and said, Slade, thank you. I was at a meet, and somebody had your shirt on. They live 20 minutes apart, and now they're friends. That is what this is all about, honestly. Like the older hot oil heaters. Oh, I agree, Scott. No doubt, brother. We were just talking about that today. I do like them. Cornwell's cheaper than Snap-on. I kind of figured they were. I've been out of the game for quite some time, but I remember buying a lot from Cornwell and Matco. I don't know if they're still in business too. Vintage 76, how are you? And Heather, I didn't realize that cookie cutter was so big. I was thinking it could have been the eyes of the pumpkin like the video. She'll be back in 1 second. She had to step out. She's messing with the kitty a minute, Keith. Yeah, she had. She goes, I gotta use this, and I'm like, you making cookies? She's like, not yet. And then she did that video. You guys gotta check out her channel. She did like 5 videos in the last few days that she'll be putting up every week. But she was a lot of fun. I filmed her the whole time, and it's Heather, so it was fun. If you're not subscribed to her channel, please do. It's a lot of fun. She enjoys it. She's just done a lot of stuff recently that'll be going up. I have Snap-on box. She has General and Higher Freight, and they're the same exact thing quality. They are the exact same shade of blue and everything. The handle trim is slightly different. Oh, yeah. I mean, I have a Craftsman box that Heather bought me, a while ago, and it's still like brand new. I take really good care of it, and it's smooth. Every once in a while, I'll re-grease the tracks for the drawers and everything, but I'm not putting Snap-on down. There's some nice quality there, but man, they just broke the bank with me. They really have. It could just be a driver update for the computer mic. Nothing too bad right now. Yeah, I don't. Normally I don't have a problem with the audio. That's different, But I should try the external mic because it may even sound better. But I don't want to touch nothing while I'm in chat, Let me see here. I just bought a new Zero Cornwall 120 teeth indent flexi headway smoother and snap-on ratchets. The sealing blade with the anvil so smooth till a Cornwall guy ring me up. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't like getting on them trucks. Ooh, that's like taking a kid to Toys R Us. Well, when they were open. My sound is good. Thank you, Jen. Sounds good from here. Slade, the audio is just static. What? You know, that's weird. Why?
It's just some people's on their end.
Yeah, it's some people are getting static and some are not. That is really odd.
That's YouTube.
Yeah, that is YouTube. It has to be the frequency. Heather, get you some BioFreeze for your neck. Put it on 30 minutes before bedtime, and when you get up in the morning, it seems to work for me. BioFreeze. And she'll be back momentarily. She's in there messing with the kitty for a minute. I use headphones, and you're sounding good here. And I've been having neck issues too. My chiropractor really helped with that. Stretched. And Ken Kitley said, "Hey, I'm here." How you doing, Ken? I know I probably should try the chiropractor soon that you brought that up. Heather's afraid to go with her neck. She's afraid like a neck, that'll mess her up. I get a bulging disc and numb feet, and I was told to go to a chiropractor, so I think I'm going to give it a try. I'm trying to escape surgery because I just won't get it done. That's your last club being Heather's Bumperettes, 40s bodyboard kits, dual port stacking, local prices on the Sama, get together giveaway car ideas, Halloween candy. That sucks. Wow, that was a lot, number one. How do you remember all that? I don't even remember what I did this afternoon. Roger, how are you? Had the Super Beetle out, and the left front spindle snapped off. Wow. Fortunately, my son-in-law was able to get a trailer and get me a bug home. You mean your spindle, the shaft that your rotor, I'm sorry, not rotor, your drum, it snapped off? Was that a stock German spindle? That's scary. Good thing you weren't clipping like 70 on an interstate. Hey, Josh, how are you, bruh? And good, little late. You're okay. Nobody's ever late. Let me scroll back. There we go. I'm not putting Snap-on down either, but the price of their stuff is high now. I said justified to replace or repair. Harbor Freight Neuro said no to replacement. BioFreeze does work. Yeah, second person that said BioFreeze. Okay. I agree, Daryl. I'm not putting down Snap-on either, but they are just expensive. Oh, Adam's leaving. Good night, everyone. Those tool trucks are addictive. After the first step, it's consensual. That was good. Good night, Adam. I hope you have a great week, brother. And remember, that's not a dead-end job. Oh, I think of that all the time. I think that was funny. Sounds good on my sign, says Mr. Perez. And I have 3 blown discs and a shifted vertebrae in my neck. Wow. Ouch. I think we're all a mess.
Yeah.
Damn. The entire chat has sounded perfect on my end. Okay, that's definitely
a YouTube thing.
Yeah, that's not my mic. That's YouTube then. Let's blame YouTube. I had my dad Snap-on box he purchased new in 84. It's beat up, still going strong, but eyeballing a Harbor Freight Series 3, though. I need one huge box rather than 9 smaller ones. Oh, yeah, George, I agree. Mine is fine. The one Heather bought me, I'm thankful for. It holds everything. And then I got a couple other shelves and stuff hanging on the walls. But I know what you mean. Many years ago, I had... let me do something there. There we go. I had a bunch of small boxes, and it did get irritating. So I understand where you're coming from with that. Glad you guys got a baby kitty. Thank you, Ken.
Me too.
She's sweet. I just hope that everything goes good at the vet tomorrow. But I'm overthinking it. It's just a sinus thing. I mean, I'm sure a little bit of, maybe amoxicillin. I don't know what they give for sinus stuff. Should clear it up. But I think that the breeder could have said, hey, we have a issue.
We got her in the truck and she was sneezing, and I'm like,
yeah.
She knew about it.
Of course she knew about it. Let me see. I snapped the left spindle at 60 on the freeway. I over-tightened the nut. Thank goodness for the e-brake. Whew.
Wow.
Yep, it was. I was just about to get on the freeway. And snapping a spindle, I mean, That's ugly. I have spindles that came on my empty complete beam in a box, so I'm hoping nothing stupid happens. That worries me. Plus my lower back issues that we have talked about before. Yeah, Josh, I do remember that. In all honesty, so you have blown discs, shifted vertebrae in your neck,
Wow.
lower back issues. I don't know if it was.
Hey. No. No.
She was hanging from the drapes. I guess Heather don't think it's funny. All three of my cats are rescued. I get it. Yeah, and you know what? I don't have a problem with rescuing. However, hello. A couple of the places near us, a friend went there and tried to rescue at the shelter. The long story short, they said, well, you have a 12-year-old daughter. She wrote it in the application. Now, they didn't even meet her daughter, and her daughter's actually very sweet. They said, well, we can't do this with you because your daughter might kill the cat. It's like, what? And then when we went one time, they gave us the 3rd degree.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I felt like it was like a Nazi concentration camp. It was really weird in there. And I'm like, forget it. I don't feel like playing around. And I feel bad. There are ones that need rescued out there that need a home. But man, some of the ones near us are not very nice. Terrence, Tad, more. 4 healthy Morky puppies here. All right.
Oh, cool.
Make sure you send some pics when you get time. I always check my email for you. I always do. I hope you're doing good, brother. Don't forget to hit that like button, everyone. Yeah, thank you, George.
Please hit the like.
It helps with the algorithm, you know. Lord Mark, where you been?
Hello.
How you doing? Thank you, George. I appreciate you saying that. It helps the algorithm. It has nothing to do with money. I don't get money for likes. Be cool, but it don't work
wow,
that
way.
That
would be nice.
Yeah, hit the like and I get 1 million each time, you know, but
heck, I'd be poor if I worked on likes.
Well, that's like somebody said something recently. Me and Uncle Bon were talking about that, and then he brought it up in one of his live feeds that he did, I think yesterday, because I missed it. He did it during the day and we were out, but he said everybody thinks you're all rich on YouTube and that. It's not what people think it is. Maybe if you're like Jay Leno's Garage, yeah, I guess he does okay or whatever. I don't know, but I'm more worried about just putting videos up and helping folks out and pulling the community together because the money is like a joke. I'd be better off working like 10 hours a week at Walmart.
Yeah, true. That's true.
Super busy. Hey, that's good though. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm getting ready to tighten my own custom VW exhaust. Oh, what happened there? I was reading it and it ran away. Nah, that's good, Mark. I mean, honestly, keeping busy is good for the mind. That's the problem with winter coming here is I can't say I'm not as busy. We always got stuff going on.
Yeah.
But it's we start to slow down a little bit in the winter, and I don't know. I think it causes more anxieties and stresses when you're just sitting around and not really doing anything, you know. So it's actually good to keep busy. I'm getting ready to try my hand at making my own custom VW exhaust. I'm going to tighten it all. Oh, nice, Josh. That's awesome. I don't know what exhaust I'm going with yet. I need a 1.5 inch because of the big valve heads, but I was going to go with Vintage Speed, but I don't know the back pressure, the specs on them or anything yet, and I don't want to like kill power either, you know. I think I'm going to be around maybe 120 horse. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. Although in a Beetle, that gets it rolling along pretty good, you know. I've always compared in a weird way is like when I tell somebody 120 horsepower Beetle, they're like, oh, but mine's 1,700 pound, you know what I mean? So in all honesty, if you double the weight, say to even 3,500 pound, like a Chevelle, well, it'd be like a Chevelle having like 250 horsepower, which moves it along quite well. So do it, Josh, isn't hard at all if you can weld. That's what I got to practice is my welding. I got a nice welder, bought a new tank, filled it, everything. I got to dial it in though. But I was never a welder, so I've got to practice. And I have some sheet metal that Evan gave me, a friend of mine. He cut the roof off of a Beetle that was just completely toast. It was done. And he's like, here's some German metal for you. So I actually have one hole to patch on the 68. So I need to learn to weld real fast, but tanks fill and it's ready to go. Go with a 4-inch header with a single muffler. Yeah, you know what, Vintage? I've seen them sidewinders. I don't know if they're restrictive or not restrictive enough, and I know you know what that means. They're not cheap, but when I was looking at the reviews on them, and they had a lot of good reviews. 4-1, my honest opinion, is the best. Yeah, exactly, George. The one that I had on my 72 before I even got on the internet, besides being on the Samba, I lived on the Samba constantly. I really need to get back there, that I miss it. Engine doesn't like BS muffler. And Type 1 engines don't like BS muffler. Okay, I had to reread that. I had the dual glass packs. And they sounded good and they looked good, but I don't think they really did me any justice. It was just kind of the sound and look. But the sidewinders kind of look nice to me. I know my buddy Sean runs them, on his, and he really likes them, and he runs some stroker motors. I told you, if you're ever here, I'll show some tricks and trade. PM me and I can help you out. Thanks. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate that. Take welding class at your local tech college if you have one. Yeah, you know what, Bob? We have a community college about a half hour away, somewhere around there. Exhaust would sound like on a Beetle. They make sport bikes and have a deep rumble to them. I was hoping to get something not as high pitched, if that makes sense. I don't want to sound like a weed whacker, I kind of want to.
You say that all the time.
Because that's what it reminds me of, that kid that goes through in a Toyota every day.
Yeah.
You got one of them big fart cans on her, and it is so annoying. And it's probably just my age is what it is, Speaking of exhaust, and you replace the tips. They were inexpensive, but have a classic sound. The stainless tips have the classic sound. I never had stainless tips. My last one, I ran the non-baffled flared tips, and they actually did sound good on the stock muffler, stock engine too, though, of course, Seeing Vintage Speed on sale at the VW factory right now, thinking of buying. I was on the VW factory just the other day. I forget now. I think Daryl had told me about them because they had billet running boards on sale, and we were discussing them, and I didn't know about them before, to be honest with you. Oops, wait a minute. There we go. Is there a good place to look for VW Beetles besides the marketplace? The only other place I can say, Bob, and welcome in, I would have to say the Craigslist, because, and I don't know if people mess around in there as much now, but that's the only thing I can think of besides eBay.
Auto Trader's still open?
Yeah, the Auto Trader's around. I think you got to pay to go in there now a lot, so I don't know how many people. Yeah.
That's ridiculous. There's a lot of free.
Yeah, but not now. I think you got to pay for a lot of them ads.
Wow.
I modify a 1 5/8 tri-mill exhaust work on with 5/8 heater boxes. Harbor Freight titanium 124 water. I'll post a picture on Facebook tomorrow. Please do, Clinton. That's awesome. Awesome. I like when folks do the pictures, Oh yeah, the Samba. I thought he meant more of a localized thing. Bob, Vintage 76, right? If you go on the Samba, just go to on Google and punch in Samba Classifieds, and it'll come up. It's an awesome forum. Go to their classified section, and you can target your area with so many miles away. And there's probably, I should go in and look at Beetles. I actually haven't done that, but then I'll get in trouble. Bob serves the Samba. Thanks. Dad just got his VW shop port covers. Nice. I was talking to Ken. Craigslist, I'm 3 for 3 there.
Or if you could find a local junkyard that, what I mean?
Both.
If you're willing to redo some stuff.
Right. That's where both of ours come from, the junkyard, and it's a good feeling, depending on how far you want to go, Bob.
There's a place in West Virginia. Depending on the money you want to spend, there's a place. Is it West Virginia? Because
trying to
I
think
wanted to
right
go
now.
down there. They sell nothing but vintage cars, and he got new cars in daily. I can't think of the name of it now.
I
He
can't.
actually has a YouTube channel that he takes
Oh, do
walks
you
around.
mean Maple something? No,
Yeah.
he's down south further. I
I
forget
thought he
where
was
he's
in
at.
West Virginia
I didn't think so.
or Virginia.
Might have been Virginia. I can't
I don't know,
remember.
'cause I wanted to take a road trip down there.
No, I'm not taking you there. You'll be making a loan and everything.
You can. He has financing.
Brazil shipped parts, so we will see how long it takes and the quality. Oh yeah, the quality is the important thing. There's no doubt. I've done 2-tip GT exhaust. Love it. Sounds great. Looks good as well. I have 4-tip system. My father-in-law has it. I don't care for the sound, how far it sticks out the back. Yeah, I don't want mine sticking real far out the back. I like to be almost inconspicuous a little bit, with it. I'm not even looking for something loud, just something. If I stomp it, then I'm going to hear it. You know what I mean?
Yep,
So,
Bob, you're right. It's Maple Motors.
Welding helped it.
Yep, thank you, Josh.
Tips and tricks with Jody Collar. He's a great teacher. Will help you a lot. He has tons of videos. Thank you. I appreciate that, Kentucky. I watched a few videos the other night on welding. And I mean, I know how to weld. I'm just not very good at it. But I expect to learn to weld in 5 minutes. It's just my personality.
I've always wanted to learn to weld.
There's a good welder up there now. I mean,
who is there?
What's that?
Huh?
I said there's a good welder up the garage now.
Oh, you meant welder. I thought you meant a person.
No. It does MIG, TIG, aluminum. It just
I know, but I would love to learn welding.
Yeah, you did say that before.
I've been wanting to do that for a long time.
Pulled the Volvo 122S from the deep West Virginia. Oh, yeah, you did. That's right, Will. I forgot about that. Yeah, Maple Motors. I haven't watched any of his videos lately, but he gets some pretty cool cars in. Can I use the master cylinder reservoir from a square back for a Type 1 master cylinder? I don't know, to tell you the truth. I never had a square back yet. I'd like one. I'd really like a fast back. But maybe somebody here can chime in with that, Rich. I'm more on the Beetles and Gias. I'm not sure about the square back. I don't even think there's many square backs in my state. I can see how they're renting a car hauler full of cars. Yeah, vintage, that's no doubt. That's not even a joke.
Yeah, maybe I'll take that one and that one. Good thing I'm not rich.
I came in a room the one night and she had Maple on YouTube. I didn't even know about them. And she's like, hey, look, these are pretty good deals. I'm like, ugh.
I know, but
he did have some nice stuff.
He does have some nice stuff.
You got to see that stuff up close, though. I mean, I don't look. A couple came through Meekum and went to somebody's shop that I know. They need a lot of work, and I'm not putting anybody down. I'm just saying, I put new tips on my stock muffler. I shot the old one out the back on the freeway. I shouldn't even laugh. I just pictured that happen. It got loud real quick. Hopefully there was nobody right behind you. I think it's some James Bond shit going on real fast. They have $20,000, $40,000 Novas there all the time.
Yes, Bob. That's where I get so weak at that.
Yeah, they are nice.
They're nice.
And he actually has a lot of nice cars. I don't know where that guy's getting them from.
I mean, come on. I would rather have a loan on an older car than a newer car because I know it'll last me longer.
Well, then you always have
there
equity.
Ain't nobody out there going to fix up a Tesla in 20 years.
No.
Think about it. Really?
I know.
Seriously, think.
No,
seriously.
I know.
Or even a new Chevy. Nobody's going to fix it up.
No. It's, like our trucks. And as it left a lot, they drop in value.
Just any car, new car, you're not going to see them around in 20 years and somebody going, look at the vintage car I fixed up.
No.
And it's a Tesla.
And that's true. I mean, in all honesty, the cars do hold their value, the old ones.
Yeah.
Square backs are legit. Yeah, they are.
They are.
I like the squares, the fast backs, the notch back. I like all of them, I guess. That's what it amounts to. I can't find any around us. My buddy Evan tried to hook me up with a fastback, and he meant well, but once I looked under, and he didn't look under either. He just brought it home real quick to get it home, and it was a little too far gone, sadly. But man, was I excited. It was in one of our videos, actually. I've been welding since I was a kid, certified in TIG stick and underwater welding in a couple of shipyards.
Wow.
Underwater welding, wow.
That's scary.
Yeah, that's the real deal there. That's no game. Richard Booth should be the same on dual circuit cars. Okay, I knew somebody to answer. And Maple Motors about 45 minutes away from me. They do have some nice inventory.
Ooh,
oh, cool.
Okay, that's nice to know.
Technician training school welding class, 1981, top of the class. Nice. Welded nuclear and refinery pipeline until Carter actions killed the industry. Oh, yeah. Wow, that's cool, Tad. I didn't know that. You need to stop by. Everybody needs to come over and we'll weld in my garage.
Yeah,
until
have a welding party.
I think today we were building Beetles. There was built as cheap economy cars back 20 years back. Nobody were building Kia Optimus and Nissans. Yeah, exactly. No doubt, Daryl. It's whoever thought these cars would become a little expensive to rebuild now, though. I mean, our parts are no longer to laugh about with Volkswagen Beetles. The parts are becoming expensive, especially if you want good quality parts, you know. One of these days, go to the House, but a few hours yesterday, welding, fabricating 7K seats to work 76. Need those seats to hug my body. Oh, definitely will. No doubt about it. And that's why I'm glad Heather grabbed me them Scat Pro cars. I'm not a big fan of the stock seats to a point. You know what I mean? But I plan on driving. I think the cat just bit me in the leg. So I wanted something cushy, a little bit where I can move back and sit lower. So, you know, definitely anytime you change the seats out, it could be a bonus. And Rich thanked Vintage for that. Updates from earlier. Just got home safe. Mother had to drop me off. Oh, I didn't know you were out. Hopefully the bug just blew a fuse or something. We'll check the wiring on a rainy day. For now, I sleep. Yeah, just take your time and look over that wiring. I don't know if it just blew a fuse. You know, hopefully that's all it is, but that didn't sound like it to me. Did Yanks get notchbacks? We only swear backs fast ups here. You know what? I was in Ohio, which is about an hour from me, an hour and 10 minutes. Last summer when I was filming, I was there recently too, and I seen a notchback there, and I was shocked because I'd never seen notchbacks, and I love the notchbacks. My age 2 is almost 20, hasn't lost value yet. Yeah, I'm sure it didn't. I'll tell you what, our truck actually has held value so far, because I was going to grab an SUV and I was just messing around, and they wanted to give me more than I paid for my truck. So the trucks, I guess they hold value, you know. Dave Mr. Travels is a great welder. Yes, he actually is. I noticed that. I need to watch a few videos, though, on how to, you know. I mean, I can weld. I think where I'm messing up is with the adjustments on the welder, because I ended up burning through a lot. But to give myself just an eensy beansy of credit, I didn't try the one yet with the tank that I got, like the real deal. I've only tried with a Harbor Freight flux core. And so I don't know if that was the issue I was running into or not. I taught high school welding as a substitute for a couple of months. Oh, that's cool, Heidi. Awesome. So you're going to come up and help me. No, you'd come over across and help me. It'd be fun. Just hang out, weld out, and barbecue. Barbecue? I'm ordering pizza. But you are right, Josh. It would be fun. I got heat in the garage now. So, Guy Lemons, how are you? I dig your post. I learned quite a bit from your advice. Thanks again. And thank you, Guy, for chiming in and saying it. I appreciate that. Notchbacks look like a gentleman's hat. Yeah, it means you're being very courteous when you're out in it. We watch VW shows on YouTube sometimes, and they're in California or where have you, and I'm in Pennsylvania, so we don't have it. And Heather will see all these cars and go, what the hell? Like, we don't have all those around here. I'm like, yeah, I know. No notchbacks were not available either here in the USA. Yeah, Vintage, honestly, I only seen one in real life, and that was last year in Ohio. That was it. I don't see any of them. But I didn't know that they were not available in the US. I had not known that. Can you barbecue with a welder? Well, probably. I mean, I guess if you really try. This turns out maybe the headlight switch. If his turns went out, oh, if his turns went out, it might be the headlight switch. Yeah, that is a possibility. It is. He said the spark came from the dash. Love to all. Work has come way too early. Thanks, Slade and Heather, for all you do for everyone. You're all your advice. Thank you, Daryl, for being here. I really appreciate that. And I hope you have a great week. And Ken said, wow, 58. I didn't know what that meant, though. I missed something, maybe. And I don't know what I missed. I'm not sure, Ken. Wow, 58. Oh, maybe he was talking about the thingy, the count.
How many people are in the live chat right now?
My brain's stuck. You know, scary part? I don't even drink. So anybody have any design make the exhaust flow forward to the front fenders, then 1A back down on the running boards like side pipes, J-tubes. Yeah, put a V8 under the front, just have them side pipes out the side. Small block Chevy. I'm in Northeast, not far from you. Oh, no, you're not far then. Well, Northeast, you would be, Josh, are you up near like Pymatuning, Heather's favorite area, Linesville? Is that about where you are? I was just looking at places up around a realtor app not long ago, messing around. And Mike's V Dub, welcome in. And Sling Buzz. It's actually pretty cool. Sling Buzz.
Sling Buzz.
Welcome in.
Sounds like a Sling
That's
Buzz.
pretty cool.
I like it.
Will 1300 heads work on a 40 horsepower if you use 1300 length head studs? I was trying to get that out. I've never messed with the 1300s. I've just had 1600s. Vintage 76 might answer that, though I didn't scroll down far enough yet on that. And I saw a notch at a show here in Idaho, and it was a perfect specimen. I don't see the notches. Yeah, I know, 58 viewers. I'm sorry, Ken, my brain stopped. I wished I did see more of them, Heidi. I would grab one, but they're probably not even affordable to me. Let's work on a 40 horsepower. Trying to figure out for Sling Bus if that would work. Work on a 40 horsepower if you use 13. I mean, I think it would, but I'd have to look it up. Oh, I got to sneeze.
Bless you.
Excuse me. Okay. How long is the name of the kitten contest running for?
I'll tell you what, if you can come up with a better name, I'll consider it.
Best place to get a VW yoke to fit in Harbor Freight engine stand. You know what? I got mine actually at a garage buyout I did in Latrobe. Oh, you don't live here. I'm sorry. Up the road, I did a buyout. Some guy had engines and parts and blah, blah, blah. I'm still finding parts in a box I went through recently, but that's where I got mine. I think Evan bought his from CIP1. It's a blue one, and it fit right in. So, and that's what I have too, the same one technically. So that's where mine come from. And I know where the guy got it from. I just got it from a buyout. Have a good night. Got to finish up eating chores before bed. Sounds good, Josh.
Good night.
I hope you have a great day tomorrow. Chevy, Heresy, VW, or nothing. Summit County, Hudson. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that, to be honest with you. I'm really not. I just know PA up in the northwest corner, you know. Heard them freak out, stay calm, spider on your shoulder, and it's going to grab the scorpion off a sled stack.
You better watch out for the for my little devil.
Yeah, I have a devil on my shoulder. That's Heather said for me to get that.
You know how the old saying, you know, it was the devil. Yeah, it was like the
devil on your shoulder talking to you.
Yeah.
Thank you, George. It won't be my last sneeze because once I start, then, you know, but I got mine from California, heavy duty. If you're doing a V8, go Hemi or go home. Thing was, I don't know either. Check Samba. Yeah, I'm not sure either. Vintage, to be honest with you. She got a great name already, and I said German for cotton and VW or sorry, Wolfsburg. So Baumwolf, Baumburger, or Baby Bomb.
No, and no.
For a makeup. Have a good night, Clinton. You have a great. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it because some of you folks got to get up really early. But I hope you have a great day tomorrow. I really do. Tab's a good name for a cat or a witch. Yeah, that's where it came from, Bewitched show.
That's one of my favorite shows.
I just may mock it up and see. It can't hurt, Sling, to mock it up, and see if it'll work, really. I mean, chances are it may, to be honest with you, but I don't want to say that. Jorg, how are you, brother?
Hi.
Running behind. It's 10. That's okay. You're never running behind, brother. Have a good night. God bless you both. You too, Rich. Thank
Good night,
you.
Rich.
I hope you have a great, great day tomorrow and a nice week. Still on the hunt for 57 over Black Widow, and she looked like. Hey, you know what, Dylan? That's funny. Is who was it? Did you see that? Or maybe he didn't post it in the group, Dylan. Somebody just did a big buyout somewhere. Beetles and parts and blah blah blah, and on his trailer was an oval chop top. You would have liked that. It's in primer. I thought, wow. Got to work early. Good night. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Lord Mark. I hope you've been well, my friend. She's more of a Gidget.
That's a good name.
Yeah,
that is a good name.
But yeah, he had a bot. I forget who it was now. Maybe he just posted it on his own wall, and I see it on my feed. But I seen that. I love chop tops. I've never owned one yet, and I want one bad. But I don't want to try doing one. I just don't have the nerve, to be honest. And I'm not going to ruin my 68. I won't do that. I'd have to end up with one that's already done, or one that's just a total piece of crap that I wouldn't feel bad about doing it. There are certain things I won't do to Beetles. I don't know. I just feel bad is what it is. Love the name Gidget.
Wait, what show? What show was that?
I thought that was like a Sally Fields.
Yeah, I know it was Sally Fields.
I thought it was called Gidget.
Was it called Gidget?
Only the
I love Sally
like
Fields back in the day.
Yeah, she did the Flying Nun.
I love the Flying Nun.
Yep,
I love that.
But that was my grandfather's, called the 1968 Bug Slingshot. Oh, that's cool. That's actually good. Was that VW Life? No, Bob. It was. I can see his face, his whatever, his profile photo. That'll drive me nuts now. I'll find it, Bob. It was on Facebook because he's like, "Hey, look, a buyout." Like he just bought. He must have made a couple trips, Bob, for all the stuff he had. You and I'd have been more than happy to go along with him. And I thought there was two Beetles, but the one was a chop top. Allison something else. I can't remember now, but I seen that chopped oval and was like, oh, and I did post on it. I'm like, I'd like to have the chop top. Phil saying is already chopped or already bahad. Yeah, I don't want to take decent Beetles. So it doesn't like her making them anymore and go, chopping them up. Speaking of Bewitched, house Darren and Samantha lived in his name house used Clark's childhood home and Christmas vacation. Really?
Oh, wow. Yeah, when he watched the movies. Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
I can see that. Yeah.
I never thought about that before.
That's cool.
I love Bewitched. Christmas Vacation, I probably watched too much, but I know that show. I can rattle the whole show, just like A Christmas Story. 80s show called Gidget. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember. Was that Vintage 76? Was that Sally Fields, or am I just being stupid to that for some reason? I thought it was Sally Fields, but I could, or was it Patty Duke? No, I can't remember. Tabitha says cat's name. Looks like she has some Himalayan Siamese in her. Sally Fields, Frog, and Smokey and the Bandit. She actually is a lynx ragdoll.
Yeah.
So that's why she has the markings like that. Maybe she's Sabrina. She talks back like a teenager or Scotty. Gidget was really okay.
1959. That's the one I'm thinking of. With
Sandra D.
That's what it was.
Oh, why?
Thank you.
You kept saying Sally Field. I don't know why I did
well,
that.
I was thinking of the Flying Nun for some reason.
Yeah, exactly. Twerk for the win. Sally Field was Gidget in the 60 Movies TV series. There you
Okay,
have it.
that's why
Yeah.
I was thinking Sally Field.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because she did the Flying Nun, right?
Yep.
I do remember.
Oh yeah, because I love that
I
show.
don't know how long that was on the Flying Nun.
I don't know.
I know
That was such a cute show.
wasn't in the 80s show. Oh,
No,
okay.
I was gonna say because I don't remember a show from the 80s.
We've been
called Gidget.
Off and on. No, not in the 80s with that. We were watching for a little while. I don't know what channel Heather was on, like apps, on our Fire Stick. We were watching, I don't know if anybody remembers Family Affair with Buffy and Jody.
I love that show.
Oh, we had a blast. We watched so many episodes of it, and there was something else we were watching. I can't remember. Bewitched, Family Affair.
I like well, we watch Archie.
Yeah, On the Family. But that Family Affair, Keith, I can't remember his name, the dad in it. Here he was a real badass. He was in the war and the Marines, and I read a big article on him, and I was like, wow, which he did kind of put off that vibe, you know what I mean? But
Sally Fields was good with Burt Reynolds, though.
Flying Nuns wouldn't be surprised these days. Brian Keith, that was it. Thank you, Roger. Hey, V8 Nate, how are you, buddy?
Hi.
You were just at the end of my video the other day. I don't know what day. Oh, Friday. I brought you up my video. I wanted that one with your engine in. It just looked so good, so I threw some photos throughout. But Brian Keith, that was it. He was a good actor. He was in quite a few older movies. I think he's been gone for a long time now, in all honesty. From Buffy and Jody's dad, or their
I like him.
guardian. Yeah, I read an article on him. He was like in the war and all kind of stuff. I bought a boyfriend. Isn't that illegal? Is that Russian mail order thing? Carmen and Gia named him Vaughn. That's who they're for. I seen a picture already. I cheated.
I want one so bad.
Right. He can't hear where we're at.
Yes, we can.
We can have a goat?
We can have a goat.
But we're not allowed chickens.
We're not allowed chickens, but we're allowed to have a goat.
This township. 1980s Gidget was another series where she was grown and had a niece who reminded her of her youthful self. Okay, I never seen that one, Jorg. That one I never seen. But I remember the old one. We watched a movie the other night that was really creepy that I'd seen when I was little.
Oh, did anybody see this movie?
It was The Bad Seed from 1959, I think. It was an old black and white.
This movie freaked me out. Like, this little girl.
It was creepy.
Whoever played that little girl had to be messed up from that movie.
I don't
Or she had to be messed up in real life to play the movie. like really.
Yeah. Let me see. For such a popular show, Gidget was only one season.
Yeah.
That's what I just said that to Heather. I didn't think it was on very long. Oh, no problem, Nate. I was just trying to be nice, brother. You do some fun stuff. You pay attention to a lot of detail when you do things, and I really, really like that. Have you seen this website, VW Auto Swap Cars Smart Parts? I ran across looking for license plate frames. Oh, Keith, you're still on the hunt for that, brother. License plate frame. But no, I didn't see that. VW Auto Swap Cars and Spare Parts. No, I never seen that one, Keith. I really didn't, in all honesty. The new Beetle is about to be a classic. Do you own one? Have you? Would you? Will you? Excellent condition. They're about 800 to 800. So if they're clean, thoughts. I don't mess with the new Beetles. I don't know if, in fact, I can't verify this, but I heard the newer Beetles, which didn't surprise me. A lot of the parts were cheap and plasticky, and I don't know. I mean, my buddy Sean does have one with 5-speed or 4-speed in it. I can't remember.
Didn't he put that up for sale?
I think he did. Yeah. But I don't think I would own one, to be honest with you. Yeah, Jorg is right. Check out Johnny Whitaker, Jody today. Looks incredibly like Brian Keith back in the day. Spooky resemblance.
I thought that when I watched the old show, I thought they really look alike.
Really?
Him and the little girl. Bit. Yeah.
I never seen older pictures of them. And a lot of times on YouTube, I'll punch in like old 70s TV commercials or things like that, or 60s. And I do end up seeing a lot of stuff that I forgot about. And they were talking about a lot of the old shows. I think it's Fred Flicks is the channel, and Recollection Road. If you haven't checked out them YouTube channels yet, for folks that are a little older, those are pretty cool. They show you a lot of stuff from our old commercials, and Madge doing her hands with palm olive or something like that. No chickens. I've seen restrictions on roosters, but not chickens.
Everybody around us, even in the city, is allowed chickens, but us.
Yeah, it's
our township is being complete.
Yeah, I know. And we have a
not saying I'm not
privacy fence all around a 1/3 acre. No chickens, not allowed.
Not allowed. Not unless you have 3 acres.
They're like Nazis here. Guy Lemon's a good example of how you help me out. I accidentally ran the adjuster of my clutch in my bug. I thought it was slipped through the oil of the clutch, only to find out it was too far in. Thanks. Oh, you're welcome, Guy. I hope the videos help a lot of people. I really do. That's what this is all about. This isn't about who's popular, who's this, who's that. This is about helping people. It's about bringing a community together. That's what this all is. Speaking of popular,
there he is, the man himself, Uncle the myth, the legend.
Popularity contest.
That's right.
That's Uncle Bon to you. Me and Uncle Bon, popularity contest. I called him up. I forget when you were at work the other day. And I was like, hey, brother, what are you doing? We try to talk and get our talk time in on the phone. We were on for 4 hours. And I was talking to him, and I was looking out the window, and I'm like, oh, shit, I got to go. Heather just pulled in. Because she think I was, like, messing around all day. Well, I was messing around all day.
I was going to say you mess around every day.
I'm like, I got to get going. Heather pulled in. He's like, okay, bye. 4 hours on the phone. That was fun. I needed that. Uncle Bon, thank you. You didn't have to donate, brother. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I do. And congratulations on your new home. Go to his channel, popularity contest. He did have Herbie, and he did have to part with Herbie. It's how life goes sometimes. And he can explain it better on his channel, his latest video. And I keep pressing him, like film, because I like watching him on film. And he just moved into his new house, and you didn't get to see it yet. She will later.
I know. I got to watch it. And thank you for watching my video. And you better carve a pumpkin. Okay? Get your girl and carve a pumpkin.
He has an outdoor kitchen.
He said he's never carved a pumpkin.
He carved a pumpkin. Maybe not. Yeah, he did. He's messing with you. He got an outdoor kitchen. You'll see the video. Uncle Bon, you went live, and I feel bad.
So what, even is he bougie now?
Well, the thing is, he went live during the day, and we were out, and I didn't know it, so I had to watch it later.
You could tell us.
Yeah, he was like, I don't care if they know.
I don't want them in there.
A turbo Beetle with a 1.8 turbo, and went like hell. Oh, yeah, turbos. You can put it on your riding more, and then you got the fastest one in town. Turbos, I don't know enough about them. I'll never lie. I don't know much about them. But I know they really wake things up. 99 plus Beetles have electrical issues. Yeah, Vintage, I said I don't know enough about them. I thought they were cute when they come out. I'm like, that's pretty cool. But I just try to stay air cooled with that. And then I got small block Chevy addiction. Other than that, I never messed with the newer Beetles, he's talking to number 1. Find electrical issues. That's the smartest thing. No replacement for displacement. And whoops, my screen just jumped. I hate that. There we go. They also like the body lines in 2.5. Nate said, what's up, Bon? I'm a chatty patty. Uncle Bon, I'm glad you talk while we're on the phone, because I do get on with some people once in a blue moon. I don't really get on the phone that much anymore. And then somebody just sits there, and then you got to carry on the conversation, and it's like, ugh. But you and I just go back and forth the whole time. We have probably too much in common. The German name for which is hex, pronounced hexa. Oh, okay.
He's right.
Is he? You sure?
I'm positive.
Oh, okay. Hexa. It sounds like Hexa. Come here, Hexa. I never carved a
You're not supposed to say it that way.
I grew up with Jehovah's Witnesses, so I missed all the holidays. Oh, for real? I don't know if he's jerking us around.
I know, he could be. This is where I don't believe
And I can see his face right now going, no, I ain't messing you around. I poke a hole in the large Ziploc and use a drill with 3/8. Good jack-o'-lanterns are done fast. We used to carve.
Why didn't I think of that?
We used to carve with the kids all the time. But then Heather did a video the other day with the cookie cutter thing. See you guys later. You're to bed 7 a.m. Comes
Good night,
early.
Jen.
Good night, Jen. I hope you're well, sweetheart. We're watching for your next video. Turbos are going to be a common in the new cars and trucks. Yeah, I think that I could be wrong, Vintage, but we have a 21 Chevy Colorado with the 3.6. Great running motor, though. It has like 308 horse. She likes her truck. It runs nice. But I think in 24 or 25, I can't remember now, the one coming up, or maybe 24, they went to the 4-cylinder turbo, I thought. So I think that's an upcoming thing with a lot of them, you know. Chatty Patty is way nicer than Potty Patty. I have a complete T3/4 turbo set up for my cricket, my ball. Just not sure about technical info. I didn't build the 914 as a turbo power plant. Do you know if a T4 Scat C35 cam would work with a turbo? I would check on the Samba with that, George. Under their, wait, my back got sore. Under their performance section, my buddy got a supercharger I could buy off of him that lives near me. Barry's Blowers, and I think he wanted like 700 or 800. I can't remember. I want to buy it so bad, but I don't want to stick it on my 1904. I think this, excuse me, I'm sorry. I think this turbo, oh good, I get hiccups now, was set up for a 1600 for, I'm sorry, the supercharger. But I would like to buy that just to say I got a supercharger, but I don't know enough about them for, you know, Beetles, that is. But say sweetly, like you want her to come snugly on Sunday morning. He silly, come here, actually. I think my parents are trying to save money, but unfortunately never celebrated. That's kind of a bummer, Uncle Bon, in all honesty. That, I don't, well, now that I think back, well, my mom was really cheap. It's like, she was ridiculously cheap. It just is who she was. And there we go. We did carve pumpkins when I was little, but maybe throughout my whole... What's that, babe?
How did he have pumpkin seeds?
Who?
Uncle Boomer.
I didn't know he did.
I said, how would he?
Well, he didn't, maybe. I mean, honestly, I think my parents bought pumpkins maybe once or twice throughout my childhood, and that was it. It just was what it was, you know. But, yeah, I mean, we did that with the kids up until 2-3 years ago.
We did it last year.
Oh, did we do last year? I must have been out to lunch up here. But my kids are in their mid to late 20s, and yeah, I'm old. And we still were carving pumpkins with them for a while. Do that with your daughter, Uncle Bon. Get a pumpkin and surprise her. And the Caesar's pizza. Because I remember that from your one video. I don't mind remember that. She wasn't having it, though. A few years behind, every car and truck sold in the USA is a turbo option or is standard. I didn't know everybody had a turbo option. Hey, Rob, how you doing? Mr. Richards. How vintage is it? What color is your 76? I think his is Viper Green, which is so beautiful. Romy has a really nice, vintage 76 has a really, really nice Beetle. He really does. Metallic Viper Green. Yep. I remember stuff about your car, but I don't remember crap about my own. How wonderful is that one? Nah, you're a good dude, man. I appreciate you putting up some stuff today. Hope you have a good week, Slade. He's sending out another box this week. Oh, thank you, Ken. I'm looking forward to that. I really am. That's very nice of you. I'm doing that box opening video in a couple of days. And of course, you'll be in that because you sent me something. I mean, some people know what it was already because I got anxious and posted on board, but I still want to reopen it. I just think that was really nice of you. But I'll watch for that. Thank you, Ken, so much, and I hope you have a great week, brother. Flush is German for spell, pronounced fluke, so maybe spooky, fluky. My 2001 Passat was turbo, bad sludge problems, or endemic in that era up till 2006. I believe changed that frequently or religiously or suffer the consequences. Those old model VWs. We talking about green? Yeah, actually, vintage 76 Romeo, his Beetle was Viper green, metallic, and it is just, I don't know, I love the green. I love that green on his car. I just really, really do. George, you know what you say about sludge problems? I think 2020 and up in the Chevy Colorado, that's what Heather got. I bought her a 21 last year. What's wrong? Oh, and the cat's biting her. And anyhow, I got nervous because I heard the 3.6s had timing chain guide rail problems. And I'm like, oh, great. Here it was 2019 and back. That sludge problem that you're talking about with your Passat was very similar to the Colorado 3.6s, I guess, from people not changing their oil, was sludging up and throwing a chain. And I'm like, ugh, that I change my oil a lot anyhow. I'm kind of weird about that. We called that metallic Granny Smith apple as kids. Oh, really? His car is beautiful. I love his car. Superchargers are nice because they make the engine like a larger displacement motor, more power all around, but usually create more intake heat, which can cause pinging unless you find a good way to cool the... Oh, I thought my screen stuck. It didn't finish it. Yeah, you know what, Nate? I don't know enough about them. That Barry's blowers and vintage 76 will have to answer that. I don't know if that's factory green. Nate, my brain stopped, damn it. Oh, come off of a 1600. I think it had a 40 or a 44 on it, Delordo, I think. But it came off a 1600, so I thought, man, on that 1904 I got, I mean, I'm going to run the dual caddies on it first, the 40s. But I thought, wow, how cool would that be to put a supercharger on, you know? And then somebody said to me, oh, that was for 1600. And I'm thinking, you mean to tell me that supercharger would only function for the 1600? But I never hit the pause button and went on the Samba or anything or did any research. So he still has it. I'm tempted to buy it just to have it, you know. Yes, very close to factory green. And my tins are going to be metallic green. My dad was going to spray them today, but rain, high moisture prevented that. Yeah, it was wet here today, Ken. It was, I mean, I wasn't going to do any priming today, but I don't like body work. You know, I've said that before, and I think, and I'm a patient person, so it isn't like I don't have the patience to sit there and do body work. I don't call myself a professional at body work. I can eat pizza like a professional, but when it comes to body work, I just kind of go by the seat of my pants and do it. Me and Uncle Bon were talking about that before. They had a silver, blue metallic, gold metallic, your green, and a brown metallic in the 70s. Amma missing any. Amma missing any. Huh? I didn't know what that meant. Here she comes. Hi, baby. And I'm fine with naturally aspirated boxer. Yeah, and you know what? I like to try little unique things. And I really, I just wanted to try a supercharger one time, you know, but the MI, oh, okay. I was like, what? Slade, how do you really feel about doing the body work? Oh, I know, George.
He loves it.
I complain about it. I don't mind spraying. Like, I'm fine with spraying and everything. It's the sanding because my left arm with tendonitis. That's basically why I do complain. And then it's like, okay, I sanded this down. It looks really great. And then I spray the paint on, and I'm like, oh, that wasn't as straight as I thought it was. That's just me being a boob about it, you know.
Don't you jump from there.
Let me see. Hun, she ain't gonna get hurt. Intake charge. Turbos can still create a good deal of heat, but they aren't boosting all the time and are easier to tune and boost to when you want. Barry's kit uses an AMR 500 like I had on my 1600. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do remember that, the AMR 500, when I seen it on YouTube. Some guy was talking about it, and I thought it was somebody was doing Barry Blair. There was something about that I can't remember now, and I was just basically learning it. You know what I mean? And my buddy bought the supercharger and said, I'm not going to use it. You want it cheap. And I just never did anything with it. But a turbo would be fun. I really would like to try that eventually. But they aren't boosting all the time. Yeah, exactly. Easier to tune. Okay, I read Nate's. I'm trying not to fall behind on what I'm reading. I don't want nobody to think I'm ignoring them. Okay. Was that the Glitter Bug VW offered? I don't think so. Remember that, Keith? Remember the Beetle? I don't know when they offered it, but every panel was a different color from the factory. I forget what it was called. Vintage 76 might jump out one. It was different colors. Every panel on the car was a different factory color. I never buy one, you know, but it would be fun to maybe make one. My buddy Evan, I don't know if he's still on. He just picked up the old VW Taxi, the green colored one. I'm going to go over and do an interview in about a week or two with him and put it on the channel. The old Mexican Taxi, I guess. It looks really cool. There's no motor in it right now, but other than that, it's perfectly fine. So I think it's really worth going over and doing an interview with him. I'm doing matte red on the Black Widow, debating on doing metallic red on the Black Widow 8 on the car, and I decided at least he repainted. I would do cherry and black trim. Actually, that sounds good, Dylan. And that's a nice pattern. And I'm doing gloss white on the 68 is what the final decision was. I'll start to spray that soon. I'm doing just a gloss white since it's near the Lotus white that was original. I was going to black out all the trim, but then I know Heather will have a heart failure, so I guess I better not, because I'll never hear the end of it then. And I can talk that way because she ain't in here. Yep, bodywork is not cool at all. 65 Stone Primer, no thanks. I love New Fur Vabo. I was going nuts about her right now. Oh, I love her. We did a lot of research on the ragdolls first, though. We wanted something very affectionate. Lily, my Rottweiler, has been wonderful with her, but I knew she would. Lily, does she guard? Yeah, she really guards Heather. But I kind of, not to be off tilt, but I walked through the kitchen one day and smacked Heather on the ass walking through. Lily got between us two. She didn't do nothing to me, but she kind of looked at me like, don't be touching mommy. She's been an angel with the kitten, a complete angel, but I kind of knew she would be. Rots aren't mean like people say they are. Well, maybe how you raise them too. I don't know. I want mine to love people. I don't want her to be mean, and I don't want nobody hurting my dog. I'm the one to guard the house and my wife, not the dog. She just eats a lot. Maybe diamond blue on the 77. Hey, come here. Speaking of the cat, she just went up our new drapes. And I'm so sorry. Tabitha. Oh, man, Heather's going to freak. Although Heather won't yell at her. She'll go, did you see what she did? Diamond blue. I'm going to have to look it up, Vintage. I know Heather really likes that blue that's on her. She loses her mind every time I take the car cover off of it. She's like, I love that blue. And it's not a factory blue. I think somebody had told me that I could take a chip off of there or the gas store and take it to Napa or somebody, and they could, match the color for me. Oh, her nose is pink. Oh, no, that's not her nose. No, quite about superchargers. Oh, yeah, he does. I don't want to bug Nate and drive him nuts, though. I'm trying not to do that. How did the dogs react to her? Yeah, I'm sorry, Bob. That's weird you just said that. But, well, the Shepherd lives with little Heather now because that technically was hers. But my Rottweiler's, she's actually good with her. Hey, psst. She's trying to climb the drapes. Heather just bought those. Lily's a good dog, you know. The next time you're over here, Bob, like the picnic next year, I hope you and Vicky make it. I think I'd like to do something special here before everybody goes back home. So you'll get to meet Lily. But I've always owned Rottweilers. I just really, really like them. They're really good with kids and everything. And the little kitty I brought in here, Lily was catering to it. First, she was a little freaked out, like, what the hell is that? But Lily is really good with her. She was kind of playing monkey on your drapes in there. Harlequin. Is that like a romance novel thing or something, George? Or Heather 77 was originally Diamond Metallic Blue. I'm not sure the correct name. Oh, okay, vintage. Okay. You know, that paint tag, I forgot. You had said to me when we first showed that car, you're like, hey, Slade, you missed the paint tag on it. I did, and when I went back and looked at it, it's non-readable. But I thank you. I know what you're talking about now. Some bugs were metallic gold, Harlequin cars. They were on the Gulf and Polaris. Oh, I didn't know that. I've seen a sunbug about 2 months ago. Some guy out near me had a real sunbug, or a real good copy, you know. I ran a single Cadron on mine, one barrel office C10. I ran around 4 pounds of boost and made a huge difference in power. Now on my stroker, I'm currently building the turbo exhaust work. Nice, nice. I think I have a video to watch of yours, Nate. I could swear that you put a new one up today, maybe. I could be wrong. I get notifications, and then it takes me a day or two to catch up and watch the videos. But like I told Heather said recently, you know, I know you like watching, you know, Uncle Bon and Nate's videos and George, and I'm on TV. I watch Jason 5150, CT. I love all them guys. She's like, you need to start like holding your phone in your hand when you're watching them on TV, comment. Because I do hit like from the TV. And then by the time it's over, I'm going to another video. And she's like, you're not commenting. And it's not intentional. When I do remember, then I catch up and then I go back through it and I comment. That you definitely are very intelligent to what you're doing. I can see that. Your son's really growing. Wow. I guess they do grow fast, though. Let me see here. I start running my mouth and then I get behind. Marhan has a ragdoll and Norwegian forest cat. Yeah, you showed a picture of her on the group the one night, Dylan. She's actually really pretty cat. She really is. White lounging furniture. There's no way you're responsible enough for white furniture. I'm just glad you and Heather got her. That's awesome. Thank you, Ken. She wanted one for a while. She was just moving slow. She was looking for a rag doll. And oh, she's back there eating. I wonder what the crunching noise was. And finally, she found the specific breeder she wanted. I can't believe how affectionate she is. I didn't know the rag dolls were that affectionate. When we're on the couch in there, she's all over us. It just makes me smile, you know. Found a Mexican taxi, both the graphics still in Lidditz, PA, while Hershey was cool find. That Lidditz, I know somebody could say something nasty. That Lidditz, I'll call it that. That came up the other day on YouTube, places to live in PA, and it looked like a beautiful area, in all honesty. Just enough to get me in trouble. My 71, that you see, is almost the same blue, but I'm wrapping it this winter. Yeah, Ken, that was close. That was close, because you put it up in the group or something, or maybe on your own. I can't remember, but that has a very, very close color. Take the whole car. Napa has a machine that's handheld, and they can bring it outside. Yeah, I have a Napa like 5 minutes from me, if that, down the road. Good night. It's going to be another crazy week. Y'all have a good week. You too, Darren. I hope you have a great week, brother, and I hope things are going well for you. I really do. And tell Oliver we said hello. You know, Maureen likes to claw my mom's chair. He yells at her. She won't claw my new bowling bag. So it says her daddy is yeah, because you're the one feeding. That's right. Slade, you can bug me whenever you like. Thanks, Nate. I appreciate that. I try not to do that to folks. I really do. Uh, what would be a realistic budget for an individual to take on or donate towards the parts, repair, or assembly of a giveaway car from the club in this club in 4 years? I don't know. I never, I mean, I started out with mine. I apologize. I was really getting thirsty. I started out with mine and I said to Heather, the 68, she named it Chaos. I hope that wasn't bad because they do act what you name them. I said right out, this is going to be a budget build. I cannot believe the money I've spent already. And I'm looking, thinking there was a lot of sponsorship, like with the motor and the front beam and all that. And I'm like, where is the money going? Now, I do have a lot of parts that nobody's seen yet, little itsy bitsy parts that add up too. But I don't know if there's a realistic budget any longer. These cars have really changed from what they were years ago when people go, oh, you're building a Beetle. Yeah, I don't have much money. Now it's you're building a Beetle. Oh, you must have a little money because it changed. Sunbug. Yeah, I thought Eric had one that lives near me, Sunbug. And you know what I mean, donate a part or their time, effort, and experience repairing or restoring wheels, etc. Oh, I know what you mean, number one. I got to get Heather's car done. I wish I had a double car garage, but we won't get into all that. That's, stupid. It's not going to happen because of the way my property's designed. It would be double the price just to put another garage up next to it, sadly. Harlequin was the name of the multi-core W's. Okay. I didn't realize that's what was being said there. Okay. I don't even know how long they made those, George, but I remember reading in a magazine once and they showed it, and I thought, I wouldn't buy one, but that's pretty cool. That's different. That's always my issue when I'm watching friends' YouTube videos, especially when I binge watch. I always forget to comment. Uncle Bon, I do that, and I don't even mean to. I always smash the like button all the time because I know it, it helps the algorithm out. I'll watch it on TV. Then, like if I watch you, then I'll watch Nate, and then I'll watch George. That's 69 Baja. And I go through them, and then Heather's like, you're not picking up your phone and commenting. And I'm like, oh, crap. And then I'll start over and go through and comment. It's not intentional. I just not thinking. Anthony, hello, got here a bit late getting over a cold. Oh, man, I hope you're doing better, Anthony. There's actually a lot of people I know right now that's been getting sick lately. It's just, I guess it's that time of the year. I was wondering what the cat was doing. I was off work sick for 2 days, having bronchitis, feeling better today. I'll work tomorrow. I get to use my tools and snap-on boxes. And once you get your hands on some wrenches, you feel better. Beetles aren't cheap anymore. My wife can't get her hair done anymore. Priorities. Obviously, Ken, your wife's not sitting there, or she is, and she's trying to laugh it off. With your personality, though, I'm sure you have a nice wife. Beetles aren't cheap anymore. And I'm not what you call a big money maker, so I try to do what I can to do that. What are you doing?
My hands are dry.
Oh, I thought there was like some type of, she was going to pull some bull crap. But they're expensive now, I think. Vintage those are car parts aren't cheap anymore. They're not. It's whoever would have thought. I mean, anytime I told people would say to me, what are you into? Small block Chevys and Beetles. I like the old Novas, old Chevelles, stuff like that. But I think a lot of times I was doing Beetles too because they are cheaper to work on still to this day than most. You know what I mean? But really, I'm surprised at where the prices went on the Beetles themselves. Even, I mean, who'd have thunk that? Let me see here. They had to find a kit where Kicky Punchy Beetle came from.
No.
No.
And let's clarify something. I wanted a rag doll for a specific reason. The reason I needed a rag doll after much research was because I have a bunny and I let the bunny loose. So they are the most likely to get along with a rabbit. So that was why I went after a rag doll.
Yeah, she's very.
I'm trying
sweet.
to keep everybody happy.
Yeah, and they are. Lily's doing great. They're all doing great.
But Lily, we can't have another dog with Lily because she beats it to death.
Yeah, she has a hard time with the female dogs. Yeah, she gets where she will punish it. Now, people on that though, Lily's awesome.
She loves people.
She is.
She don't
she's
like
really
other dogs around because she's too jealous.
Yeah, but cats, bunnies, anything. She's great. She honestly is. She's good with kids too. She honestly is.
She just don't like dogs.
Yeah, she's not a fan. I mean, she won't get crazy, but she lets them know, like, I'm the boss, lay down, you know. I understand they're on a budget, but we all have extra parts. I have windows for 6 cars, and I own 2, and both have glass also. Yeah, and you know, that's the thing. I am not a rich man by far. I'm not. And it's okay. I'm happy, though. That's what matters. But, geez, the money goes fast. And I thought, well, I'll put a little on my credit cards lately to get some stuff done. And then the jerks went and shot my interest rate up to 35%. I'm like, I have good credit. What the hell?
Thanks for the payoff for good credit.
Yeah, right. I mean, that was like disgusting. I don't know why that happened. Thanks, Citibank. But that's why I work 3 days a week to pay for mine. Yeah, the little extra money's coming in here and there. It does help, Bob. I can understand that. Thank you for that, Slade. I'm hoping to get this +6 adjustable beam finished soon. Life has gotten in the way of recording and editing. And it does sometimes. It gets hectic. And then me, the idiot that I am, I start stressing out real bad because I'm like, crap, I got a video due in 2 days. And is anybody really going to get upset if I don't put one up on Friday and it don't go up till Saturday? No, nobody would probably even catch it. Although a few months ago, I got a little behind. I was busy. And I got like 6 or 7 messages Friday afternoon saying, hey, are you okay? Your video didn't go up today. I'm like, yeah, I says, I'm getting there. If you need to buy all the parts and labor on a VW, then yeah, they're expensive like anything else. You can dodge a wrench. You can build a Beetle. Oh, yeah, they're so mechanical. I mean, I just wish we had the quality of parts, and Uncle Bond's going to agree with me. I wish we had the quality of parts that we had years ago, because I believe now that a lot of the parts really aren't that great, in all honesty. They're much different, sadly, you know. And Ken said that's great. And here's a question. Were the rear venting windows 64 a factory install option, or was it a dealer install option? I thought they were factory. Someone said they were dealer options. I don't know. That's a really good question, Keith. I absolutely have no idea. I really, really don't. Maybe somebody will, but I'm not sure about that. I remember with Chevy, when I was young, Chevelles Camaro, there was a Yenko edition, Y-E-N-K-O, and there would be it was a package, you know, and you always recognized it by the stripe on the side. Nate's probably going, yep. And it had Yenko on it. And I always thought, oh, wow, the factory put out this Yenko edition, Chevelle, Camaro, blah, blah, blah. I don't think Corvair did or nothing like that, but maybe they did. Here it was a dealer option. I think it were called Yenko Chevrolet in Pennsylvania. And I never knew that when I was young, of course. I thought it was some type of dealer factory package. And here it was a dealer package. Small block Chevy are my jam. You and Nate motivated me to keep small block Chevy in my life. Oh, Uncle Bon, I love small block Chevy. I really do. Good night, Kevin. Tell April we said hello.
Good night.
And I hope you have a nice week, my friend. Small block Chevy, I always said this, and I could be wrong, but I get a lot of Summit Racing magazines. I'm sorry, their catalogs in the mail, them and Jags, from my car stuff over the years. And my son, he gets his sent here. He's not home a lot, and people like to steal mail. And my son swapped a small block Chevy into his 78 Omega, which kind of looks like a Nova. And he didn't like the Oldsmobile engine. So boom, right in his driveway, a gravel driveway on a hill, and he swaps in a small block Chevy drivetrain and didn't even tell me. I wish he'd let me help him, but he did it, and that's fine. And he's not a mechanic; he does hardwood flooring for a living. But he says his Summit Racing, is that like mostly a Chevy catalog? I'm like, no, but it appears that way. It's cheaper to build a Model T or A than a Bug. Yeah, you're probably right, Will. No doubt. I mean, I agree. Heather say we're having rabbit for dinner. Oh yeah, yeah.
Not B.
She's getting big too.
She's getting really big. I mean, if things go bad and we can't eat,
she's getting huge.
I'm afraid somebody would do something.
She's very sweet.
She's the sweetest little thing.
I thought take side job, make a little extra money working as a mechanic at my bowling alley. Oh, there you go. That's cool. My son's boss owns a bowling alley. I didn't know they were very popular anymore, but he said they count on them leagues, that are coming in. I've done 2 T trucks to 1 Beetle. Oh, yeah, I believe it. Gosh, she is a gorgeous kitty.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ken. I do love her to death. I do. Oh, where's she ran off to? No.
She's in her tree.
Oh, yeah, Heather built her a big, I can't show you, obviously, a big cat house tree. So it blends in with the cottage living room.
Yeah, I put branches and
Yeah.
leaves, and she loves it.
Yeah, I mean, they're fake branches and that, but it looks real.
It does look real.
And she loves climbing up through it to get into the cat house. Let me see. Recommit, pay for parts online. Sign up the site and leave the items in your cart, and in a few days it will offer you a discount or coupon. I never tried that yet. I did that with Amazon once unintentionally, added some stuff to my cart, and like 3 days later I'm like, oh crap, I gotta go back, and the prices were raised.
Yeah, that happens to me all the time.
Why them creeps did
or they
that to
empty
me.
my cart, depending where it's at.
They
And if it's like Macy's, I'm like, really?
They emptied a cart, put it back. WFA, I would say both, and took the 21 teacher drop-off mail at the post office. Nice to get it out. Oh, I'll bet it was, no doubt. Parts in general for our cars are nothing like they used to be. No, they're not. I've always said now, when we get a car part and it fixes the car, we're surprised. It shouldn't be that way. Years ago, I remember going to, well, we didn't have Advance or AutoZone. We didn't have nothing like that when I was young. We had personalized mom and pops. And when you went and bought, anything, Blue Standard distributor cat, you knew it was going to work. Now when parts work, we're like, oh, thank God the part actually worked. We shouldn't have to think that way, but sadly we do. Luckily today I found a VW salvage yard near me for parts for my builds.
Oh, that's good.
Oh man, I wished I was near you. I love filming that stuff. I love it. What's the pattern good? Aussie trim. Is there an old family tartan plaid or blank pattern for your history or present? We didn't even think about the Aussie trim though until you brought it up on here.
Yeah, and I'm definitely doing it.
Yeah, definitely. No plaid though. No plaid. No. YS, I found the order form for my dad's 64 that listed vented windows. VW purchase does not have the vented windows. That's interesting. I don't know. I really do not know, Keith, in all honesty. That's interesting. It'd be something to find out though. He said maybe the windows were removed. Yeah, that's something. Yeah, that's very possible too. A1LT is only 108 parts, 120 if it's a convertible top. Wow, that's kind of weird. I think it would be more than that. I guess there ain't much there though. Yep, 45 minutes to assemble the whole thing. And again, sling bowl. You found one last time too. I don't know what that meant. Again, sling bowl. You found one last time too. You'll have to explain it.
It's those Canadians.
He's telling stuff that's funny, and it takes me like 10 minutes, and I'm like, oh, crap.
Us Americans can't understand. We're stupid. We're a little dumber. You got to spell it out for us.
Vent windows were always standard unless it was 36 to 43 model. Oh wow. There was a lot of the cars that you could get dealer packages on besides Yanko's, Chevy, but some of the dealers did offer certain packages on cars years ago that I thought was really interesting. I see that on them videos we watch once in a while.
Yeah, I like
on
watching those
YouTube.
once in a while.
She's always watching the older car commercials and stuff like that.
They were long.
They were long
They were
commercials.
really, like, the older they were, the longer the commercials were for cars. It was amazing.
Yep.
Like, they had all these models and people showing everything, and they were on a round thing that
like
spun.
Spun the car
Like,
around.
they really did a thing to sell cars back then.
Oh, they did. They did. Them commercials were a little too long.
Yeah.
I think, in all honesty. Some VW birth certificates showed vented windows. Hey, Vintage 76, are they still doing the birth certificates? I know that was a big deal for a little while. I think it was like $120, or I could be wrong. I'd like to get the birth certificate for my 68, but I didn't know, if they were still doing that or not. They told him that his VW that he ordered did not arrive. Take this one. The dealer installs them. Wonder why they didn't install. Yeah, that's true, Keith. That I don't know. I mean,
He was talking.
Oh, autocorrect. Okay.
Okay.
The last meeting, they announced they found a parts cache. So it's 2 yards, 2 weeks. Oh, okay. Within 2 hours of me, got the birth certificate and no vent window listed. Oh, maybe you are under something, Keith. Yeah, I was wondering if they still do them birth certificates. I wouldn't mind having one for the 68.
What years do they do the birth certificates for? Is it all Beetles
I would
or
think
just German Beetles? Is it the Mexican Beetles too? And is it the newer Beetles like mine, the 77? Does that one have a birth certificate? Does anybody know these questions?
I don't know.
I have?
That was a lot of questions. You got that all out in one breath.
I know, but I'm really interested to know.
Let me see. Go pursue. I don't know whether to tell you to keep it a secret or give up. There you go. Part list. Yes, on the certificate. Not cheap. Price go up every year. Yeah, I knew they did go up. I knew at one point they were like 120. It's something I'd like to have for the 68. I'll have to jump on the Samba. I knew there was some info on how to go about that. It's just something I kind of wanted. I thought that would be neat. All Type 1 Beetles. That's all Beetles. Yeah.
So all Beetles,
Yeah, all
even if they're
Beetles.
from Mexico, Germany.
Yeah, all Type 1s, I guess.
So all of them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Even mine?
Yeah, it's a Type 1. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't know if they were still doing
I need
them.
a birth certificate.
I had no idea.
How much are they?
They're climbing, like Vintage said. Romeo said that they're going up every year. They keep raising it.
Well, I need to know how much they are.
Probably about 150. Well, you're only buying it once. It isn't like you're buying it yearly, you know. I mean,
Do I need it that bad?
yeah, I'll get you one. I got my 70B certificate a few months ago. How long did that take, Neil?
That was my next question.
And how much was it? Do you remember? Because I wouldn't mind getting those. It's weird, I know. Hey, Joe, how you doing?
Hi, Joe.
Had to work late. That means you made more money today. German VWs only. Here we go.
Okay.
48 to 79. So you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So actually, then, yeah, you couldn't get one for Mexi then. Birth certificates for every and any VW ever built. Remember, the Germans keep excellent records. Oh, I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
In all honesty. Site says 47 and up. They want my 46. Boy, would that be something to have? I'd love to have an old split window, but I can't even believe where the prices are now.
150.
Okay, well, I was close then. How long did it take, Neil? Do you remember? Whoops, what did I just do there? There we go. Do you remember how long that took? I was hearing it was taking a few months, maybe. What's the page to do that? You know what, Joe? I found it on the Samba once. I'll go ahead
I'll
and
look it up.
yeah, it should just punch in VW birth certificate. You can get a birth certificate for a 2004 MK1 Rabbit City. Yes, 2004 Mark 1 Rabbit. I had a Rabbit back in the 80s. I don't know why I still remember that car. That thing scooted around and never gave me a problem. But I won't go down that whole path though. But yes, the Samba. Yeah. 2 weeks, I think, for mine. Oh, was it that quick, Keith? I thought it was like a month or two. I didn't know it was that fast. Wow, that was much faster than I thought it would be then. I'm going to have to do that. On prior salvage, do you get a death certificate? Only Heidi.
I like it, Heidi. See, if I would have asked that, they would have jumped me on it.
She's like, watch this.
Hold my beer.
I remember. Oh, did you come across it already?
Data entry, individual printing, shipping, data sheets. Okay, hold on. Let me grab this link and I'll put it in the.
I'm gonna put it in the chat. And here we go. Paste. Boom. There we go. Is that it?
I don't know. That's what it came off the Samba.
Oh, yeah, then that would be it then. Yeah, I think it is it. Those guys will know when they check it, but I believe that was it. Yeah, I think it is. I definitely want to get one for the 68. I just, I think it's something unique to have, just something different, you know. But it's 11 o'clock. I am so sorry I keep yawning. I had a long day. In South Africa, they sold the Marlin Rabbit for 4 decades. It was a standard Beetle, that 73 plus Super Beetle window and dash. I know overseas, like here in 68, we did the padded dash for safety reasons because, you know, that padded dash is definitely going to save your life. But anyhow, when I was on Heritage recently, because I need vents for a non-padded, and I guess over there they didn't have the padded dash. So they had more fun than we did. But hey, thank you everybody for being here. We were in here almost a couple hours. And I got to get up tomorrow to call the vet for the kitty. So we got to get up early for that. But thanks for being here, everybody. I really appreciate all of you. And we'll be in next Sunday, as usual, at 9 o'clock. And I hope everybody really, really has a great, safe week. Stay positive, no matter what your view is, and be happy, because we always make it through everything together as a team. So we will see you soon. Take care.